I was due on Monday night to be speaking to 800 of you in our main hall, 4 sessions, 200 of you in each, to tell you about our school and our open evening for 2021. And here I am in my office just speaking to a screen. It's not quite the same, and I'm absolutely gutted that we're not able to hold our open evening as we'd planned on Monday. But I hope that I can still give you a little bit of a flavour of what our school is about and answer some of those questions that you will have as parents and as students when you're thinking about moving from your primary school to your secondary school. On Monday night, you would have met our amazing student leadership team. Lottie, Corey, Ellie and Max are our student leaders this year, and they represent the students, the student body, the student council, and that's one particular feature of Baysgarth School. We really empower our students, we believe in them, and we want them to be key decision makers in what happens in our school. And this group are already making changes for the better in our school with the fantastic work that they are doing. And I hope that when your child comes to Baysgarth, they too will be part of changing our school continually for the better, because all of us believe in that and all of us want to do that. As a dad myself, I know how important it is to get that move from primary school to secondary school correct. I've got 4 children of my own. The youngest is 14, the eldest will be 25 in a couple of weeks. And I am well aware of how much stress and angst and worry can be involved in the move from primary to secondary school. And in this presentation I want to sort of address some of the things that really were going through my mind and my children's minds when they were making that move. First thing to know is that Baysgarth is the most successful and the fastest growing school in this local area. When I started here we had less than 700 students on our site. By the time your child leaves us we will have 1100. That's the way that we are changing and growing, and that's the way that this community is putting faith in us because of the great work that we are doing in producing outstanding students who achieve outstanding results. As a parent, I know that actually if your child is not happy at school and doesn't feel safe at school, then they're never going to achieve, they're never going to do well at school. So that's always the #1 priority for every single person who's in this organisation. We have a huge team of staff who support our students. We see their form tutors every single day, they have learning managers, they have heads of house, we have a child protection officer, we have an early help manager, and we have a duty patrol officer, and we have links to counselling and external agencies. We have a huge wealth of supporting staff that make sure that every minute of every day our children are safe, and if they're not happy, we're there straight away to support them. It's one of the reasons that we have vertical tutoring in school, because kindness is something that we really value. Responsibility is one of our key values. And we know that our older students take that responsibility seriously, and they do look after our younger students, and that's part of what makes Baysgarth such a special community. Baysgarth has really strict behaviour systems. I don't apologise for that. I'm very proud of that, because no child can learn, no child can do their best, no child can achieve if they are in lessons where low-level disruption is taking place, where students are not paying attention, and when teachers are not allowed to get on and teach. So it's a key part of what we do, and we do enforce and make sure that our expectations are the highest possible. And we expect parents and carers to support us in making sure that our rules are followed and those high expectations are met for all. And to support that, our whole school is based around the 3 R's. These are our core values, they are what's really important to us. Our motto is strive, believe and achieve, and that's all about working hard, believing in yourself, because if you work hard and believe in yourself, then you will achieve without any shadow of a doubt all of the time. But our culture is based around the 3 R's, being respectful to all members of our community, and that's by what we do and by the language that we use. And it's really important to us about the language that is used in classes, out of classes, to make sure that that is always respectful. Being resilient. That's the hardest thing that anybody can do, is actually keep going, keep going. We don't ever talk about failure as being a bad thing here at Baysgarth. Failure is just an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn and grow and do better. And responsibility is absolutely critical. Being responsible for yourself and for those around you. So for example, we have a 0 litter policy in our dining halls. And that means if somebody on your table leaves some litter behind, everybody on that table will get a detention. You have to look out for others as well as looking out for yourselves. That is all of our responsibility. I'm naturally a competitive person, and there is no way that I want to look any parent in the eye or any child in the eye and say to them, do you know what, if you were at another school you would get better results. So that just isn't a possibility for here at Baysgarth. It's absolutely nailed on. If you come to Baysgarth School, and I will look every child and every parent in the face and I will say, if you come to Baysgarth School you will get better results than you could get at any other local school. And the figures speak for themselves. It's not just me saying it, these are actual facts. These are the statistics produced by the government, and over these next few slides you will see for yourself that Baysgarth is by far the best of the local schools when it comes to outcomes. And this is the most important figure as well. This is the government's headline figure. This is progress. What that means is where you start from when you start at the school in year 7 to where you leave at the end of year 11. So that is what every single child makes in terms of progress from the time they're with us to the time they leave. Now that in itself is the best judge and the best value that we can put on a school in terms of what they do with their children. And as you can see from these figures here, as far as Baysgarth's concerned, we're not just picking out one good year or anything like that. This is a 4-year average. So looking at every year that Progress 8 has been there, and averaging that out, and Baysgarth is the top of all the local schools. We do better than all the local schools, and that's not just saying that that's good progress for our highest attainers. Yes, if you're one of the most able students, you will make more progress here than at the other local schools. But if you're medium ability, you will make more progress. And if you're weak and you struggle with your learning, you will make more progress here. If you're a boy, you will make more progress than boys in other schools. If you're a girl, you will make more progress here than girls in other schools. Whatever statistic you look at, whatever subgroup you look at, whatever your child who's in year 6 now, wherever they are and whatever their ability, you will be guaranteed that they will make more progress and better progress in the time that they are with us at Baysgarth than they would if they went to any of the other local secondary schools. And that doesn't just go for the local secondary schools. If you look at our figures for progress, in actual fact, they're right up there with the very best, and in fact better than the best outstanding schools locally. We're not yet an outstanding school, but that's because Ofsted haven't been since 2017, and when they do come, I hope they will say that we are an outstanding school, and I will be really angry if they say that we're not, because there's so much amazing stuff that goes on here at Baysgarth. But if you look at this, you can see that actually when it comes to this progress that our students make, it is better than at Healing, which is an outstanding school. It's better than at Humberston, which is an outstanding school. It's better than at South Hunsley, which is an outstanding school, Tolbar, which is an outstanding school, and Kelvin Hall. These are all the local outstanding schools. Now, of all of those, there's only one, and that's St Mary's in Hull, that gets better results than us. We do better than all of the others, and that's a testament to the attitude of our students and the skills of our teachers. I'm not a huge fan of league tables because I believe that you need to go around and look at all the schools and make your own mind up for yourselves, and there are a lot of good schools locally. However, if you do want to look at the league tables and that is important to you, make no mistake, Baysgarth is top. Out of all the local secondary schools, Baysgarth is top. We are ahead of Vale, Winterton, Hessel, Nelthorpe and Immingham in terms of the government league tables, and we are number 575 nationally out of 6,489 secondary schools. That puts us in the top 4% of schools in the country for the progress our students make. Again, something we're incredibly proud of. And I'm particularly proud of the high grades that our students get. Our top achievers, we push them, we challenge them, we empower them to do the best that they can do and be the best that they can be. And we're incredibly proud. Nationally, only 3% of students achieve those top GCSE grades, the grades 9s. But Baysgarth, back in 2019, the last year for which results actually counted for anything, it was a whopping 15% of our students. So again, if you are a parent and looking for the best school, so it's going to push and challenge the most able students, Baysgarth is the one.